You're watching Bensenville TV, providing local government programming to residents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, featuring board meetings, news, events, bulletin boards, and original programming about the services provided by our municipal government and affiliated organizations. Always on, offering community information anytime. To find out more, visit our website, www.bensenville.il.us. Live, learn, explore. Bensenville Community Television.
The Edge Ice Arena is one of Chicagoland's premier ice skating facilities, featuring world-class skating events for the whole family. The Edge features 3 sheets of NHL regulation size ice, offering skate programs for hockey players, figure skaters, and recreational skaters of all ages. The Edge is also available for private functions and parties accommodating from 10 to 200. Be active, be entertained, be inspired. Experience the spectacular Edge Ice Arena.
Welcome to Story Time. I'm Miss Penny from the Bensenville Public Library, and today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite stories with you. The first one I have is called Nobody Likes Unicorns, and this is by Karen Kilpatrick. Nobody likes unicorns. They're so last year. First, they only come in one color. Llamas are way better. We come in lots of different solid and spotted colors like black and gray, tan, brown, red, and white. But what about their manes? Oh, right. I guess they do have colorful rainbow manes, but let's not focus on that. Let's just move on. Second, they shed everywhere. Ew. Llamas are way better. We are super soft and cuddly. In fact, llama wool is light, warm, and water repellent. But don't llamas shed too? Oh, how embarrassing. Yes. Third, unicorns have long, pointy horns. That's very dangerous. Llamas are way better. We're huggable and we're harmless with no sharp parts anywhere. We have soft wool, we have a fluffy tail, and we have long, fashionable toenails. Well, maybe just stay away from those just to be safe. But unicorn horns are made to help, not hurt. I guess I can imagine how useful their horns could be. Oh, and I love s'mores. Fourth, unicorns poop a lot. It's true. I had a cousin who had a friend that had an uncle who had a teacher who was friends with a unicorn, and he told me so. But it's not ordinary poop. Really? Look, what? Well, unicorns have glittery rainbow poop, and it smells like flowers. Fifth, unicorns are hard to find. Aren't friends supposed to be there when you need them? And when it comes to llamas, we are always there for you. But I always have a unicorn with me. Whoa, I never knew there were so many adorable unicorn things out there. You can feel together even when you're apart. Sixth, unicorns claim to be magical, but I've never seen a unicorn do magic. You just have to make a wish. They grant wishes? You sure? Oh, let's see if that works. I'm making a wish. I'm making a wish. I am a llama-corn. See? It's true. Nobody likes unicorns because everybody loves them. The next book I'd like to share is called Same Love, Different Hug, and this is by Sarah Havaka. I like hugs, big or small, squeeze me tight or feathery light. Bear hugs, morning hugs, jump hugs too. Quiet, loud, they all feel right. But what do others like? Whee! I'm an airplane. Now I'm a lion with a mane. On these days, Mommy likes a rough, tough, never enough hug. Shh! It's time for me to look quietly through my favorite book. On these days, Granddaddy likes a gentle, slow, don't let go hug. Zoom, can't catch me in my car. Tiptoe, tiptoe, there you are. On these days, Big Brother likes a don't look back, sneak attack hug. Like the spider on the sill, I'm waiting, waiting still. On these days, my sister likes no hugs. Instead, I give her a soft song to hum along and save the hug for later. I'm so fast, watch me dash. I twirl and swirl with a flash. On these days, Cousin likes a big grin, round we spin hug. Whispering breeze, shadowy tree, calmness washes over me. On these days, I like a stay in place, need my space wave. Searching through the mud and muck, ahoy! Treasure, what good luck. On these days, my friend likes a secret shake that we make. Pow! Psst. Not a hug. They don't like them. That's okay. All I see is gray and grim, and sadness swells to the brim. On these days, Daddy likes a sag, drop, need a group hug. Yippee, it's the end of the day. Our hearts erupt with sunshine rays. On these days, Grandma likes a skip, prance, and a happy dance hug. We choose hugs that fit the day. Big, small, or none at all. The love is the same. What we all like is a way to find to show our love every day. And the last book I'd like to share with you has my name in the title. It's called Penny and Pip, and this is by Candace Fleming. On the morning that Penny's class visited the Natural History Museum, in a quiet corner of the dinosaur exhibit, something astonishing happened. Nobody noticed except for Penny. The baby noticed Penny too. The baby dinosaur followed her, past the grizzly bears and the bison, beneath the giant squids and whales, around the sun and past the planets, and finally into the lunchroom. Penny ate a triangle of her hummus sandwich. She ate 2 spoonfuls of blueberry yogurt. She ate 1 carrot, 1 grape, and none of her cheese crackers. You're a good eater, Penny whispered to the baby. Erp, went the baby. You're a good burper too, added Penny. Pip, pip, squeaked the baby. Penny smiled. Is that your name? Are you Pip? I'm Penny. Pip, pip, went the baby. Nice to meet you too, said Penny. After lunch, Penny and her classmates visited Dinosaur Hall. So did Pip. They saw old bones and ancient skeletons and remains of creatures that had lived long ago, like T-Rex, a Triceratops, a Stegosaurus. Uh-oh, Penny said. She got down on her knees. You're not alone, Penny said to Pip. You have me. Pip, Pip, said Pip. He cuddled close and ate more cheese crackers. How can I get you home? Asked Penny. She couldn't fit Pip in her pocket or even her backpack. Penny thought for a moment. Then, smiling, she whispered her plan to Pip. Pip, Pip, said Pip, and he ran off. Just before it was time to head home, everyone ran to the gift shop. Looky, look, rockets! A shark with big teeth! A giant squid! Penny dug through the stuffed animals. Pip, Pip, where are you hiding? Erp, Penny giggled. There you are. Then she put her finger to her lips. Remember what we planned. Pretend to be a toy. Pip, Pip, went Pip. He did just what he'd been told. Penny dropped $1 on the gift shop counter, and with that, Penny and Pip followed the class out of the front door, down the wide stairs, and into the future together. I wonder what happens to Pip and Penny. It sounds like perhaps they're going to have some more adventures together. Thank you for joining me today for this story time. Remember, these books and tons of other books are available for you to check out at the Bensenville Public Library. Until next time, bye.
The Water's Edge Aquatic Center is an indoor aquatic facility attached to the Edge Ice Arena at 545 John Street, offering diving boards and a 13-foot diving well and an 8-lane, 25-yard lap pool ranging from 5 to 6 feet deep. The Water's Edge Aquatic Center is also available for private functions and parties. Be active, be entertained, be inspired. Experience the spectacular Water's Edge Aquatic Center. Bensenville Theater offers state-of-the-art entertainment for the entire family. Located in downtown Bensenville, the 2-screen, all-digital cinema allows moviegoers an intimate setting to view recent Hollywood releases. Available for parties and corporate events, we offer several packages to accommodate every need. For showtimes, call 630-860-1404 or visit our website. Be active, be entertained, be inspired. The Bensenville Theater and Ice Cream Shop.
You're watching Bensenville TV, providing local government programming to residents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, featuring board meetings, news, events, bulletin boards, and original programming about the services provided by our municipal government and affiliated organizations. Always on, offering community information anytime. To find out more, visit our website, www.bensenville.il.us. Live, learn, explore. Bensenville Community Television.
The Edge Ice Arena is one of Chicagoland's premier ice skating facilities, featuring world-class skating events for the whole family. The Edge features 3 sheets of NHL regulation size ice, offering skate programs for hockey players, figure skaters, and recreational skaters of all ages. The Edge is also available for private functions and parties accommodating from 10 to 200. Be active, be entertained, be inspired. Experience the spectacular Edge Ice Arena. The Water's Edge Aquatic Center is an indoor aquatic facility attached to the Edge Ice Arena at 545 John Street, offering diving boards and a 13-foot diving well and an 8-lane, 25-yard lap pool ranging from 5 to 6 feet deep. The Water's Edge Aquatic Center is also available for private functions and parties. Be active, be entertained, be inspired. Experience the spectacular Water's Edge Aquatic Center. Bensenville Theater offers state-of-the-art entertainment for the entire family. Located in downtown Bensenville, the two-screen, all-digital cinema allows moviegoers an intimate setting to view recent Hollywood releases. Available for parties and corporate events, we offer several packages to accommodate every need. For showtimes, call 630-860-1404 or visit our website. Be active, be entertained, be inspired. The Bensenville Theater and Ice Cream Shop.
You're watching Bensenville TV, providing local government programming to residents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, featuring board meetings, news, events, bulletin boards, and original programming about the services provided by our municipal government and affiliated organizations. Always on, offering community information anytime. To find out more, visit our website, www.bensenville.il.us. Live, learn, explore. Bensenville Community Television.
Welcome to Spotlight in Bensenville. My name is Frank DeSimone, Village President, and your host for this episode. Today we'll be discussing Illinois' 3rd District with guest Congresswoman Delia Ramirez. Welcome to the show, Congresswoman.
Thank you for having me.
Let's just jump right in. So tell us about your time in Congress so far and what drives your passion for public service.
Gosh, it's been 10 months in Congress. Tomorrow will be official. And it's been a whirlwind. Last I checked on American Airlines, I have taken a little bit over 65 flights in less than a year. So I'm collecting a lot of miles. But, you know, why I do it, I come from public service. My parents instilled in me community service integrity. And I've been working in community since I was 17. To me, this is an extension of it.
Nice.
And the opportunity to do that at this level is really inspiring for me.
So you mean you don't do it for the glory?
You know, I know people think that for the title, for the glory, for the TV. No, I actually do it because I care for people.
Let me ask you a question, because when I became mayor, are you getting used to them calling you Congresswoman? Because like when they called me mayor, I would look around like, who are they talking to?
I still do. Like, people say Congresswoman or Congresista, and especially in D.C., right? And I'm like, and I want to say, just call me Delia.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're a Congresswoman. So, you know, I'm still getting used to it. You know, I was telling a colleague of mine who's a city council person yesterday, one of the hardest things is the formalities that come with it. Especially, I think you and I are people who are relatable to our communities. We are not trying to brag or be someone that feels like you're so removed. And so it's tough for people, right?
Right, absolutely.
And especially when other people like call her a congresswoman,
Right.
you're like, oh, it's okay, call me
Like,
Delia.
yeah, call me Frank. That's how I do all the time. So what legislation have you been working on?
Yeah. So I've introduced a couple of pieces of legislation directly. The first bill, I serve in Homeland Security, and I serve in the Veteran Affairs Committee. I introduced a bill, HR 1767, and it's a bill that's going to restore GI education benefits for any veteran who's been defrauded by a for-profit school.
Okay.
Let's say that you're a veteran. You came out of service and you wanted to go to DeVry or Phoenix University, that online university that they had, and all of a sudden the school shuts down last minute. You don't get your money back and you don't get your degree. So my bill will automatically restore benefits for veterans. This means thousands of veterans will be able to go back to school. Got out of committee with
Nice.
bipartisan support.
Great.
And then I have some legislation around housing, and I'm co-leading the bill that will make it possible for DACA recipients, dreamers, to finally have a pathway to citizenship.
So many people see Washington as just entirely stuck in gridlock. Is that really true?
You know, if you asked me that 5 weeks ago, I'd say, well, there's a little bit of maneuvering around the gridlock. The last 2 weeks have been painful. Look, we were at a point where we almost had a government shutdown, and we had a moment of light where enough folks on both sides came together and said, look, we can't cut 30% services. We got to keep the government open. But right now, we are so divided, we don't even have a speaker. Historically, this has never happened. And in my first 10 months, I've had to vote on speakership 16 times.
Wow. So what are your thoughts and ideas for addressing Bensenville's historically underserved Guatemalan community?
Yeah. So, you know, folks still ask me in DC, you're Guatemalan, you're not Mexican, or you're not Puerto Rican, you know, and I'm really proud of being Guatemalan. I'm one of two in the entire Congress. And it's also really fascinating that Bensenville is one of the fastest growing Guatemalan communities in the entire state. So one of the things that I think is really important is working with you and working with a lot of the community organizations and providing services. Now, the other piece of it that I think is important is, as we're working with our own constituency offices, how do we make sure that families that are eligible for safety net service are actually getting them? You know, I'd say the other part of it is a number of people are in that pathway trying to get their green card status. So making sure that we're working towards that. I hear people say, look, my kid has been here since the age of 12. He doesn't know anything else. So really making sure that we're working on a pathway to citizenship and making sure that people have benefits. And bragging, I'm Guatemalan,
There you go.
and I represent Bensenville.
There you go. How can people find out more about what you work, what you do in the Illinois 3rd District?
Yeah, so, you know, if you are on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, you can look us up there. I am looking for the handles here. So on Facebook, Congresswoman Delia Ramirez. On Twitter and IG, you can just go at Rep. Delia Ramirez, or you can call our offices. We have an office in West Chicago, and we have one in Belmont Cragen. actually, Bensenville, for those of you that don't know this, is exactly at the center of my
You
district.
can go to both of them.
Yeah, you can go to both of them.
So if we don't get the answer we want from one, we're going to
go to the other one.
All right,
You go to the
perfect.
other one. So the phone number is just real quick, 773-799-8219 or 630-520-9494.
I know you're really busy, but we have to take a really quick break. Do you have a few more minutes for us?
Sure.
We'll be right back with more Spotlight on Bensenville.
So my name is Michael LeClaire and I'm a building operator.
Marco Medina. I am a building operator,
I'm responsible for resurfacing the ice.
making sure I do a good job for the hockey teams, really, and the figure skaters.
We perform general maintenance around the rink and on the Zamboni. And I've held the position for 8 years. I can pretty much work any day I ask for, so it's pretty flexible, which is nice for people who are taking college classes and stuff.
You have to kind of be on your A game, make sure you're not really making any mistakes and helping people out. But also, when there's downtime, you get to talk to your coworkers a little bit and kind of laugh.
Pretty simple. Once you get the hang of it, it's an easy job. You know, it's low stress for the most part.
Hi there. I want to take you on a journey through a community powered by C-Click-Fix. Here, internal operations are streamlined with more intuitive, secure workflows and communications. Here, let me show you how it all works. C-Click-Fix organizes, tracks, and manages service requests from everyday citizens through a single application. When they see a problem, a few clicks is all it takes to send off a service request. From there, the right people get the request and get to work. All communication and task management is seamlessly coordinated through the app. Citizens can see the work being done and even receive a follow-up message when the work is completed. It's a team effort all around, and you have the data you need to make better decisions. Cities large and small use C-Click-Fix to accomplish more for their citizens with the staff, time, and budget they've already got. Get started today.
My name is Hannah Caesar. I am a supervisor at the Water's Edge Aquatic Center. Some of my responsibilities include opening and closing, maintaining safety and cleanliness of the facility, along with taking and selling memberships. I have worked here for 5 years, and I really enjoy getting to know our patrons and the people who come in every single day, and I really like the connections you get to make through it. It's really cool. You never know what's going to happen. It's a pool. So let's say somebody has a scratch on their knee. How are you going to manage that? You really get to know the people who come in. You really get to bond with your coworkers, and it's really fun to work here.
Hello, welcome back to Spotlight on Bensenville. My name is Frank DeSimone, Village President and your host for this episode. Today we'll be discussing the Illinois 3rd District with our guest, Congresswoman Delia Ramirez. Welcome back from the break.
Thanks.
So let's jump again right into it. If you were not a member of Congress, what job would you want? You can't say this one though, mine.
Mayor of Bensenville. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If I wasn't a member of Congress, I would probably want to go work at a nonprofit. So probably go do some more of the direct policy work.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
So tell
Or
us.
travel the world and somehow get paid.
We could, build up your miles, then you can retire, and
That's
then you
exactly
can go
right.
travel the
There
world.
you go. There you go.
So tell us about your efforts to mitigate the impact of CP, KCS, which is a big deal here in our town, as well as working to secure funding for 14 other community projects. I know you already secured a little bit for us.
I sure did.
I'm going to hit you for 69 more of those, but we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah, he said, I'm warming her up. She's a freshman. She just got there. Give us a couple million, but we're coming for more. So, I mean, look, all I heard when I met with a number of mayors, certainly when you and I sat down, just the impact this merger is going to have, is already having, I think, in many ways. So one of the things that I've been calling on both the Surface Transportation Board and Canadian Pacific is, how are you going to actually address mitigation? And it's not just a couple $1 million here or there. There's some real concerns, right? We know the rapid response, emergency response is going to be significantly impacted. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing actually now, I just talked to the mayor of River Grove around, is I'm going to send a letter to STB asking a status update and how are they ensuring that Canadian Pacific is actually putting the money for the underpasses, the overpasses that we in fact are going to have to need to build and are so expensive.
Right. It would, you know, if we were to do it as a community, it would cripple our community.
Absolutely.
And I've always said, you know, I get it. We're next to O'Hare, we're next to railroads, but they've taken so much from us. We can't give any more. And I appreciate all your help on it.
Absolutely.
Just for the record, 1 million so far?
1 million so far.
No, we're not stopping.
That's right.
So what are the details and the status of the expanding healthcare providers for Veterans Day?
So, I mean, look, we've introduced it in committee. We're hoping to be able to actually bring it to committee for a vote in the next few weeks. The challenge right now is trying to build enough bipartisan support. But look, folks go to the VA. Sometimes they go to alternative places. We don't have enough healthcare workers right now, and this would actually create a visa program that allows for us to get adequate healthcare service providers so that you can get the quality healthcare you deserve and you're not waiting weeks and months. There's no reason why a veteran should be waiting that long to see their doctor. So my hope is that we can get enough folks on both sides of the aisle to say this is a priority, healthcare is a priority, mental health is a priority for our veterans, and that we can get it through committee and hopefully get through the gridlock and pass it.
Perfect. Congress recently passed a continuing resolution to avoid a government shutdown. Fund the government before November 16th. Can you give us a little bit of an update on that? Or a lot of update on it?
Oh, well, I'll give you the update. One, yay, we did not have a government shutdown. I mean, the reality is because we had not passed any of the bills necessary, that would have meant you went to the airport, you'd have to go 4 hours in advance because most TSA workers would have been furloughed, right? Veterans would have seen a 30% cut in their benefits if we would have passed the other resolution. Child care, SNAP benefits, the list goes on. We were able to hold all that from happening. The issue right now is we didn't expect to not have a speaker.
Right.
So not having a speaker means that there is no action we can take until a new speaker is elected, which means the time is ticking. November 16th is around the corner.
Correct.
So what we have to do is elect a speaker and make sure that the speaker is willing to work with the Senate and the administration to avoid all cuts as much as possible so that we can actually pass 12 appropriation bills all before November 16th and fund the government. A challenge.
Yeah, you have your work cut
You're going to
out for
see
you.
more. Ask me in a week and we'll look at my bags under my eyes and you'll see the fight.
What is one thing you want the viewers out there to remember about local and federal government?
Yeah. Look, one of the things I think is really important is that we have to work together.
Yes.
Oftentimes we end up working in silo and it feels like Congress and members of Congress are so far away that they're also not connected to the work. This relationship is incredibly important. I can't go to DC and say that I'm representing my constituents if I don't know what the needs are.
Correct.
My number one job is to bring resources to the local entities, to our local municipalities. I can't know that if I'm not working with them. What I think is really important is that constituents are constantly asking to our mayors, to our commissioners, to our city council people, to our members of Congress, how are you working with the local government and how are you making sure that money and policy is impacting and helping our residents?
And I agree. I like our working relationship. I mean, we've had a couple meetings already, and I know you're busy and you're getting your feet wet in Congress, but I like the fact that I can pick up my phone and say, here, this is the problem. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on.
That's right.
We need to figure out this problem and we need to move forward.
That's right.
I mean, that's the way it should be, and that's the way we handle everything here in Bensenville.
That's right.
We want to make sure the residents, our voters, our residents, our seniors, our veterans are well taken care of.
That's right.
First and foremost, that's why we're here, right?
Yeah. People over politics. I mean, I think people get so political and at the end of the day forget the reason that we were elected is to represent people and make it easier for people to have a quality of life.
I agree 100%.
That's right.
I always tell everybody, listen, I'm so busy. you're going to ask me a question. I'm going to tell you the truth because I won't remember what you asked me.
That's true. You
next
did
week,
say
right?
that. Right.
So again, one more time before I know you're on a tight schedule, and I thank you for being here. How can people find out more about you and what you're doing for our 3rd district?
Yeah. Look, social media is perfect. We also have a newsletter. So if you go to our website, and our website is ramirez.house.gov, you can sign up for a newsletter. You'll hear everything that's happening, the legislation I'm introducing, what's actually passing, events that are happening across the congressional district, things that are happening here in Bensenville, appropriation opportunities, services we're providing. We do mobile clinics. You'll get all that information if you sign up for a newsletter. Please do that. Our staff are being really intentional about getting as much information as easy to read through as possible. So check out our newsletter.
I really look forward to working with you.
Me
I
too.
really look forward to you coming hanging out with us here when you're a little slower, and I get it when you get your speaker and you get all squared away. We're going to have lunch one day, I promise, and we're going to hammer out all of Bensenville's problems.
That's right. After all, Bensenville is the center of my district.
Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again next time. And thank you for watching us, and we'll see you next time on Spotlight in Bensenville.
The Edge Ice Arena is one of Chicagoland's premier ice skating facilities, featuring world-class skating events for the whole family. The Edge features 3 sheets of NHL regulation size ice, offering skate programs for hockey players, figure skaters, and recreational skaters of all ages. The Edge is also available for private functions and parties accommodating from 10 to 200. Be active, be entertained, be inspired. Experience the spectacular Edge Ice Arena. The Water's Edge Aquatic Center is an indoor aquatic facility attached to the Edge Ice Arena at 545 John Street, offering diving boards and a 13-foot diving well and an 8-lane, 25-yard lap pool ranging from 5 to 6 feet deep. The Water's Edge Aquatic Center is also available for private functions and parties. Be active, be entertained, be inspired. Experience the spectacular Water's Edge Aquatic Center.